What's up guys, and as always, thanks for tuning into Miller Bricks. Today, we're going to be discussing the new Ninjago Spinjitzu Spinners. I'm going to be ranking them to figure out what's the best one on three things: playability, the price of the set, and the minifigures in the set. So without further ado, let's jump right in.
Very quick build, probably took me about a minute. Very fun. I love the colors and how you can easily clip her weapons to the side. All of these launchers are really the same. They all have the same basic format. Sora's is super amazing though. It's still very fun to build, very basic, but the color theme is phenomenal. If you actually were to look in the minifigure in the next segment, the colors match it perfectly. Alright, so let's move on to the minifigures. As I was saying just a second ago, if you look at Sora's torso, it is so amazing how well it goes with the spinner. Camera's a little foggy, but pretty sure you can get the gist of it. She comes with two swords, a dual molded hood piece, which is always nice. I don't really like the look of it, but it's always nice to get a dual molded piece. She has, as always, arm printing on one of her arms and just a regular arm on the other. Very nice leg printing. I'd say it's a good figure except for the hood. Next we have a Dragonian warrior and his dragon. This is the best villain series that we've almost ever got in Ninjago. Apart from the Crystallized series, these villains are phenomenal. They have dual printed headpieces with a fireball and a regular face. They have this little dragon head that goes on top as to act as a helmet. Their armor piece is also great. If you are to remove the armor, they have this great little dragon themed armor piece. They have leg printing, torso printing, and a very rusty and scary looking sword. I love these minifigures, but by far the best part is the little Dragonian dragon can hop off its stand, and these are a little fragile, which is a downside, and it can just hop right on its Dragonian warrior's back, and they look horrifying like this, but it's pretty awesome. Overall, the minifigures in this set are great. I really like these sets, and I can't wait to see more of these. The minifigures are great theming. It's very fun to watch Sora beat these guys up, which is what I'm about to show you in the next segment. Slow-mo and Spinjitzu just makes it so much better. This is just so fun. I play with this for hours. I wish I could share all my videos on this, but it's just, I just don't have enough time. As we move on, it's time for the age-old question: would a panda or a Spinjitzu master win in a fight? So we're about to see that a panda will always win. Get out if you think otherwise. As we now move on to Kai's Spinjitzu spinner, I lost the instructions, so I had to build it off memory, which took me a bit longer. But with instructions, it's probably about the same time as Sora's. Very fun build, enjoyed it the whole time, great color scheme. So as we look at Kai's spinner, it's practically the same as Sora's, just with a more color scheme that fits Kai. Same thing, has two swords on the side. Great launcher, I love it. It really looks like Kai in the show. Same mechanics as the launcher, just a different color scheme. I really love the translucent orange on the spinner, as well as getting a red one, because before this we only had white and gray ones, so this is always nice. And yeah, just pretty much positive feedback on the spinner overall. So let's move on to the minifigures. So let's kick it off with Kai. It's practically the same Kai we've got in Kai's Mech Storm Rider, as well as some of the other sets in the wave, except for one thing: the hood. You either hate it or you love it. I hate it. The gold does not go with the bright red at all, in my opinion. I would prefer what we got in the Storm Rider Kai, where it was the same dark red as his suit, and then the bright red, or even dark red and gold. I strongly dislike this hood. Kai otherwise is practically the same. Then we have a Dragonian Scout. This one's kind of interesting because it has a sword compared to the other Dragonian Scouts in the wave, which have an axe. Overall, the Dragonian Scouts aren't as good as the Dragonian Warriors because you can't actually equip the dragon on its back because of the mohawk. It's blocking the view, which is fairly frustrating. Other than that, it's practically the same. And then for the dragon, it's just the same dragon we got on its stand. And overall, for the minifigures in Kai's Spinjitzu spinner, I'd say that this was by far the least intriguing. Alright, so let's move on to a playability test before the next one. So as you launch it, kind of spins around, and it pretty much always hits them perfectly. I really love this one as well as Sora's because it comes with like the perfect amount of Dragonians. Like it's not too little, it's not too much. The stand makes it great, so Kai's able to actually knock over them because if it was just sitting on the ground, it wouldn't be able to do it as well. So the stand was a great improvement for the set. I am a big fan of playing with this set. I wish I could go on forever. And it really launches the minifigures. If I turn the camera, it launched it all the way out here, which is pretty crazy for a piece of plastic. A classic Miller Bricks move. I completely forget the instructions and try to do it by memory. I get the spinners perfectly. Roz's only took me about 45 seconds, but I started to really struggle on the dragon one. Not only did I mess up the dragon temple, I messed up the complete top half of it. So after some quick behind the scenes action, I fixed it right back up. So as we look at just the spinners, they're practically the same, just with different color themes. So with the spinner builds, Roz has a purple one with his curved sword. Aaron has his regular flame yellowish orange with what looks like a harpoon and a sword. And they all work the same, just a different color scheme. And the spinner for Roz is great. I feel like it captures it well. We're getting a similar one in the Arc Dragon of Focus. But the spinner for Aaron, I don't really like. Instead of dark gray, I wish that you would have used a black spinner to give us a new color of the mold, or even use Sora's white one. But they just went with dark gray. So that's kind of annoying. But the thing is when you launch them, which I just did, they actually fly off like that, which is pretty cool. So when you're battling them together, the winner could be like which one knocks off first. So it's a pretty fun play feature if you're having a friend over or something. And when you launch them at the temple kind of wins every time, which is fairly annoying because the whole purpose of the set is for them to knock down the temple. So that's pretty frustrating. I really feel like the spinners were great, but the side builds were not. That temple is just not a very good play feature, and it doesn't really look that good either, in my opinion. Okay, on to the minifigures. So I have a lot of negative feedback on Roz and a little bit of negative feedback on Aaron. Both of them are good, but I do have some criticism for them. So Roz, he's a great figure. There's no doubt about that. He's got arm printing, great head, nice armor piece with stuff you can attach on the back. Very, very nice printing. Great figure. So what's the negative? I was thinking to myself. This is the Tournament Temple City Roz from, I think, 2 waves ago. No, it might have been 1 wave. And when you remove his weapon, they are the exact same except for the shade of their armor pieces. And I really wish we just would have gotten like a new pattern for Roz now that he's not the main antagonist in Ninjago. So that's a little frustrating, but other than that, he's a great figure. So then Aaron. So Aaron has what could be the Arc Dragon of Chaos and a black arm to signify that he's kind of working with Roz now. So that's pretty cool. But you'll see a theme here. The helmets on these sets are not good. He's got a good normal printing. I don't like the helmet though. I wish it would have been black and yellow, black and gold, or maybe just what we had in the original Young Dragon Ryu one with his horns, and maybe just make the horns black or something, just to like show that he's not working with the ninja, because Rogue from the Dragonian Storm Village has his own helmet thing going on, but it kind of still looks like he's on the ninja side. And as we know from the last episode of Season 2, Part 2, he's not. And I just have some mixed emotions about this figure. It's pretty much the same as the one we got in the Aaron and Roz Team Up Superjet. But other than that, these figures weren't that great, but they were okay. Okay, so now it's time for a playability test, and as you could have guessed, it's not going to be great just because of how bad the temple is. I've got so much hate for the temple. I'm sorry. But let's just do it anyway. So when you launch them at each other, that was actually very quick. Usually it goes on for a little. Roz actually knocked both of Aaron's off on that time, which is pretty cool. So now that Roz won, we could do something where he shoots at the temple, try to knock it over. And as I said earlier, the temple is so annoying because, again, Roz just got knocked out from the temple again, from an inanimate object. And I really wish they could have fixed that play feature. Yeah, I'm just disappointed in the temple. The spinners by themselves, though, they're great for play. I would prefer them if we had some Dragonian thugs to beat up, but it's okay. This is great to encourage social play, but it could have been a lot better.
Time for the moment of truth. I've decided on the rankings based on the 3 things: how good the minifigures are, the playability of the set, and the price. So, in 3rd place, we have Lord Roz and Aaron Dragon Spinjitzu Temple. Retails for $20, has 186 pieces, and it comes with 2 minifigures and 2 spinners. The value's there. The playability and minifigures are not. It's a great set if you want to get your bang for your buck, but the minifigures aren't that good, and the playability is pretty hard to use. In 2nd place, there is no 2nd place. Sora Spinner and Kai Spinner both tied for 1st place. I gave them both a 22 out of 30 because they have good value, they have amazing minifigures, especially the Sora one, and the playability is amazing. So, as always, thank you for watching. I hope you found these reviews useful and that you'll go out and enjoy these sets as much as I did. Thanks for watching.